Hi friends, it's Teacher Jonathan and
Teacher Shelly.
And today we're going to be talking about the peace of God. And we're talking about how the peace of God can free us from nervousness and fear and worry. And there are a lot of ways that the peace of God can come to us, but we're going to talk about two main ways, and that's through the gift of the life of Jesus and through the Holy Spirit.
Romans 15:13 says, "Now may God, the inspiration and fountain of hope, fill you to overflowing with uncontainable joy and perfect peace as you trust in Him. And may the power of the Holy Spirit continually surround your life with His superabundance until you radiate with hope." Through the presence and comfort of the Holy Spirit, we get to experience the safety of God's peace. And when you ask Jesus into your heart, that means He comes and He lives inside your heart. And Jesus is the person of peace. So you can always access peace because He's living inside of you.
That's right. In John 16:33, Jesus says, "I have told you these things so that you can have peace in me. In this world you will have troubles, but be brave. I have defeated the world." So when Jesus died on the cross, He died for the whole world and for the whole world to experience peace. And we know there are things happening in the world right now that are not very peaceful. There's a lot of reasons to worry and a lot of reasons to be fearful. But Jesus has overcome all those things when He died on the cross and He rose again so that we can have peace in Him. Teacher Shelly, what are some things that we can do when we need God's peace?
Well, Philippians 4:6 and 7 are pretty good verses to help us with that. It says, "Don't worry about anything, but pray and ask God for everything you need, always giving thanks for what you have. And because you belong to Jesus Christ, God's peace will stand guard over all your thoughts and feelings. His peace can do this far better than our human mind." So basically, what you can do is pray and ask God for everything you need, give thanks for what you already have, and because you belong to Jesus, God's peace will stand guard over you.
Yeah. So friends, peace is always a choice that is there for us to make. And just like how you make a choice on which toy you want to play with, you can always choose to have peace in any situation because God is always with us, and it's a choice that we can always make.
That's right. Another thing you can do is talk to your family. At times you can feel a lot of things with the things going on around us. You could feel scared, you could feel anxious, you could feel nervous, lots of feelings that come up. And that's okay, and it's okay to actually tell somebody, like tell someone in your family. You could tell a sibling, your mom and dad, a teacher, or a friend. And it's so good to let them know what you're feeling, and then you can ask them for help and say, "Wow, I'm feeling really afraid today and I need more peace. Could you help me ask God to give me more peace?" So together you can ask God, you could pray together and say, "Jesus, I need more peace today." But your family are there for you, and it's great for them to know what's happening inside your heart and be able to partner with you and be a good friend in that way.
And friends, when you don't have anyone else to talk to, like if you're not around your family at the time, you can always pray and ask God, because the Holy Spirit is the person of peace, and He is always with us. He is named Emmanuel, which means that God is with us. And so He is always full of peace, and He's always willing to give us peace. And all we have to do is ask. And there's a Bible story in Mark 4, and it's the story about how they were all on a boat and Jesus was sleeping, and the disciples were kind of freaking out and they didn't have much peace, but Jesus had a lot of peace. And so the disciples came to Jesus and they asked Him to help, and He said, "Peace be still," to the storm, and the storm was totally still. Isn't that crazy? And the disciples, if they wouldn't have gone to ask Jesus, then they would have still been freaking out. But since they decided to go and talk to Jesus about it, He was able to still the storm and say, "Peace be still," to the storm. And that's just like us today. Whenever we are feeling those things that Teacher Shelly was talking about, if you're ever feeling fear or like worrying, or you're just feeling bad about something, you can always go to Jesus and ask for him to give you peace. And he will always do it whenever you ask. Yeah. So friends, we're going to finish with some declarations. Are you ready? I'm going to say something, and then Teacher Shelly's going to repeat after me, and you can say it with her, okay? Are you ready?
We're ready.
We're ready. Thanks to Jesus, I can live in peace.
Thanks to Jesus, I can live in peace.
The Holy Spirit comforts me with his peace.
The Holy Spirit comforts me with his peace.
I can share peace with others.
I can share peace with others.
I get to choose peace over fear.
I get to choose peace over fear.
All right, friends. I hope you have a really good week. We'll see you later.
We love you.
Bye-bye.